Oh shit! It's Tuesday morning up in this bitch! Good morning, you powerful beasts. Whew. Rainforest by Dillinger. It's only about fucking 15 years old. Oh, let that sink in. I see y'all bunch of decent, honest, God-fearing folk in the chat. See you just out for a better way of life. Fireflake's in the chat. He sent me a message earlier, and it seemed that he'd sent me a previous message in last August threatening to ban me from a group for posting live streams. Yikes. Lobster crew in the motherfucking house. What is going on in the world today? In this crazy mixed up reality. Up is down, left is right. Who fucking knows anymore? Ben Shepherd.
Get your act together.
See a lot of new faces in the chat. Means obviously some of you have been breaking the first rule of Lobster Club. No. The first rule of Lobster Club is please do share. Share it amongst the world. Share it with your friends. Share it with your loved ones. Whisper it into your loved one's ear as part of your sordid pillow talk. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 5 minutes past 10. The date is the 8th of January 2019, the Chinese year of the Rhino Strength Ketamine. Let's fucking do this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes, that's all I want.
You're getting on, you're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
People listening all across the flat earth, welcome to Coffee and Memes on Threshold.fm. People listening on the iPhone app, I see ya. People listening on the Android app, I see ya. People listening on the YouTubes and beholding the high-definition image of my face. I see you too. I compare into your houses, into your places of work, inside your anus. I am now a colonoscopy from a distance. Imagine that. That's hopefully that is what medical science will one day. Actually, hold on a second. Those things all already exist. They're like sex toys with cameras on the end, and they connect to Wi-Fi and the Internet of Things, and then you can watch. I don't know really where the gratification from that comes. Like it's dark, it's light, it's dark. Anyway, look. Well, I've digressed already. This is
Lobsters.
There's a lot of jizz jazz, a lot of tiz taz, tish and fipsy, pretentious prittle prattle in the news today. Furious vegans as ever, gentrified hummus, mad people on Tinder, sex robots, Durex, snorting cocaine off Pablo Escobar's grave. It's one to put on your bucket list, isn't it? No, not interested in the John Wayne Bobbitt story. Rooney arrested for swearing, bit of fun. Student racking up. But look, there's stuff going on. Yeah, all I'm saying, stuff going on. The Metro are taking memes literally as ever.
Lobsters.
And Lad Bible are doing their thing. God bless them. I mean, they try, don't know. They have a little go. They don't usually get it right in terms of spelling and grammar and not repeating the same word over and over again or just accidentally copy and pasting whole paragraphs. But, bless them, they have a go. Some of them have got BA in journalism, but, they're writing stories about penis size or something. It's not what they dreamed. It's not what their parents wanted for them. But it's an honest living at the same time. Right, look, I've got a few classics actually in terms of shoe throwers. Bit of classic Evil Intent. Bit of classic. Some very classic Shy FX. What else have we got? A bit more Dub Physics. The other bit off that release with what was the other one called? Hoot Sweet? No, that's not right. Hootie Bang Bang? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, this one's called Babalugats. Babalugats. That could be a Neurofunk producer. There's a lot going on, basically, guys. There's a lot going on. Let's have a look. All right. Let's just get into the people who've been posting this in the group. So I might as well get into it. Vegan furious at Pizza Hut because chain gave him dairy ice cream topping. Boo fucking who. A vegan diner was left heartbroken after his meal wasn't quite as animal-free as he had been led to believe while dining at the Pizza Hut. Corey Paul Swabby, Corey Paul Swabby had just had a jackfruit pizza, whatever that might be, and headed over to their ice cream factory to try one of their new dairy-free desserts, launched as part of the chain's Veganuary range. The 23-year-old says he was assured by staff at the restaurant in Plymouth that the ice cream he had chosen was vegan-friendly, but after tucking into his dessert, he discovered that wasn't completely true. Shock, horror. Speaking to Plymouth Live, good that you got a press release out, Croy said, "I ate the ice cream, but the toppings, when I checked the bottle, clearly stated that they contained milk. It's like she just rushed it because she was busy." probably true. This is appalling.
It's appalling.
I am outraged, heartbroken, in fact. I feel like my lifestyle has been mocked. It's a mistake that shouldn't have happened. I could have had an allergy to milk. I think if you'd had an allergy to milk, you might have checked it first. Christ on a bike. Although he was only recently become vegan, Corey says he is passionate about protecting animals, and he was disappointed with the Pizza Hut staff. He said, even though I haven't been vegan very long, it's something I'm very passionate and serious about. It's the fact that they have been promoting their new vegan menu for Veganuary, but the staff weren't aware what's vegan. Well, you go there for the Veganuary menu, then you do tend to expect to be served vegan stuff, as that's presumably the idea behind it. But, a little bit of human error now and again, a little bit of something slips through. I think generally the polite thing to do is to go, excuse me, I've just, I'm doing the whole vegan thing, but it turns out this has actually got milk in it. So just sort of, luckily I didn't have much of it, but just in future, so this has got it, so that's not vegan. Yeah, all right. Cheers for that. They offered him a free meal, and he's like, no, I could never eat here again. It's so appalling. It's such a disgrace. Oh, it's an outrage. Shut them down. Oh, we should shut them down. I mean, he looks every bit the part, bless him, in a way. There he is. Come on. Oh, God, he looks like he's about to audition for X Factor. Oh, it's like, oh, they're defying my lifestyle. They're not. They're refusing my lived experience. Oh, I'm a part of an oppressed class now. Look at him. He's very oppressed, isn't he? God bless him, little lad. Oh, he almost had a milk product. Almost. God bless him. Poor boy. Poor baby boy. What's happened? Nothing much more has happened. Did he die? No, he didn't die. No. Oh, turns out no one died. Turns out no one got hurt. Turns out it was just a mild misunderstanding. Well, God forbid. I mean, I hope that he never has to suffer that awful treatment ever again. I think it's a disgrace. I think we should boycott Pizza Hut. I think what we should do is we should go to Greg's, buy as many vegan sausage rolls as we can, and then we'll just turn up to Pizza Hut, dressed all in black, faces covered. We'll just hurl him through the window, smash the place up, burn it to the ground. And then maybe we can start that futuristic luxury gay communism that we've all been after. You never know, man. You never know. Hummus has been gentrified. Hey, look, we'll get into that later. I'm just going to play this show effects bit because I just popped up, and it just popped up this morning. I was like, I haven't heard that in about 20 years, but fucking hell, amazing. This Style by Shy Effects. Come on. Well, fuck my old boots if this ain't a Stone Cold classic. This ain't a Stone Cold classic, then my cock's a kipper.
This is how it should be done. This style is identical to none. This is how it should be done. This style is identical to none. This is how it should be done. This style is identical to none. This is how it should be.
Got a real hankering to make something like this.
It's identical.
This is a sort of real early days jump up. Like the old sort of Prisoners of Technology style jump up. Ooh! Maybe what we gotta do right here is go back. Way back. It's all you fucking need. Decent amen break, decent bass sound, little vocal, got a little effects. Jobs are fucking good, mate. Whew.
Lobsters.
Damn right. Right, that's This Star by Shy Effects in, I don't know, in case I don't know, some sort of insane person that's been living under a rock for the last 20 years. Anyway, Christ. My apologies. Food brand creates green hummus using edamame beans and not chickpeas, and people accuse it of gentrification. Fuck yeah. Yeah, this is quite funny. I had a guess it's sort of it's just a good argument. Someone tweets, so it was who posted this? Epicurious. Epicurious have posted this new green hummus recipe, and someone on Twitter has corrected them. Hi, hummus means chickpea in Arabic. Hummus is a blend of chickpeas. This isn't hummus. Adding olive oil to edamame beans does not make it a hummus. This is a sad little dip. You're a sad little dip. This is a sad little dip. Sad lil dip. Sad lil dip. Lil Dip is my new SoundCloud rapper name, and my routine is I'm just really sad. So, not depressed, just sad. Just it's just like just sad things keep happening to me. I'm trying to be upbeat, and I'm just going about my like I'm walking to work and I get splashed by a car. Like, or like I don't know, I step down into a pothole and get 1 foot wet, and then it's sort of wah, wah. Oh no, what's happened to Lil Dip today? Poor sad Lil Dip. This is a sad Lil Dip. See what happens when you gentrify for the sake of wanting to sound cultured and cool. You look stupid.
Get your act together.
I mean, gentrifying is a weird. Don't they? I mean, isn't the term for that sort of like culinary fusion? Isn't that how you? I mean, it's adding an edamame bean to something gentrification now. That's weird. You're combining two. No, what are we doing? Culinary segregation now? Is this you're not allowed to blend culinary cultures? No. So have I got a shepherd's pie? A really, really small shepherd's pie. Just a wee little shepherd's pie about that big, about the size of a box of matches, and popped it on raw on top of a little bit of rice like that, and ate it with a chopstick. Would that be not allowed? It's like, no, that's like British Asian like fusion. It's like sushi but with a shepherd's pie. Double carbing. Come on, this is good. No, not allowed. You're gentrifying sushi. What? No, but can you gentrify a very like a? I'm very confused. I'm confused by the world now. Epicurious, I don't know whether or not we need to cover any more of this. I think it's sort of. I think that's probably. I mean, it's pretty funny that. I mean, I didn't know that hummus was the Arabic word for chickpea. I do now. Thank you for that little nugget. I think that's quite a hilarious mistake to make. Go green hummus. Well, no, they're not green hummus. It's just edamame beans and olive oil. Anyway, I digress. Tinder user who's never been single for long, boasts about his house, brains, and music skills. Now, I hope, but I'm not 100% sure that this is someone taking the piss, because he sounds like, you know what? He sounds like if Rob Waugh, the Nightmare Angel of the Expressway, Metro journalist and confirmed male feminist, if he set up a dating profile. So, how do you stand out on dating profiles? You list all your good and great qualities. That's what one Tinder user did, and hey, it worked. He got a whole load of attention. Anyway, so look, what he's done is he's actually, rather than just putting up photos of himself, he's put them up, he's annotated the photos with some of his sort of life highlights, I guess, on them. He's called Rich, he's 31, he's a music school teacher and pro singer-musician/guitar teacher. Hey, name's Rich. I don't know if you like the music of the guitar, but I can play it pretty damn well, actually. And teach kids. It's an honourable profession, I think you'll agree. I personally believe that children are the future. And I like nothing more than to sit down with a pint of nutty brown ale, get out the acoustic guitar, and just rock out a couple of jams. I've got a lovely set of bootcut jeans on, which I think you'll agree are pretty fucking natty. They're going to come back round soon enough, don't you worry. Got a lovely, lovely plaid shirt, and I'm a fan of craft ales. He states, fine girls and guitars for life. Okie dokie. Rich's extensive bio reads, I'm 6 foot tall and live alone in a house that I own, in a good area, fully paid off. Sounds like the Barry homeowner character from the Atletico Mints podcast. Yup, live in my own house. Yep, good area, fully paid off, mortgage free. Yup, got a new cappuccino machine. It says, now I can't go back to his original voice, was he? I like nothing more than to... That's the same voice. Fuck! I fucked it. I'll just go to Geordie. I performed like 190... No, all right. I'm confused now. Rich's extensive bio reads, 6 foot tall, live alone in a house... Oh, it's Barry homeowner voice again. Fuck. Anyway, I'm 6 foot tall and live alone in a house that I own in a good area. Fully paid off. I've performed hundreds of 90-minute solo cover gigs all over for between £120 and £200, plus free beers and new fans. I really hope he's serious, because it's just it's quite wonderful to say like if I was on my if I had my Tinder profile, but international drum and bass DJ, I have played to numerous drum and bass fans over the years across the world with sets ranging from a price ranging of how much I've charged for gigs. Have a 12-track CD of all my own songs to sell. Virtuoso guitarist, got a grade 8. I got to grade 8 at 17, far above Ed Sheeran, who sits around grade 4/grade 5. Trained singer, 15 videos on Instagram. It's one of the pictures is a picture of his back garden, and it says, good area, own it, fully paid off. I love him. I want him to teach the guitar to my kids. I don't want to have to actually interact with him though. Just go in there, just like, yeah, if you finished in there, yeah, actually, little Jimmy's coming. Like, fuck off, Rich. Just look, take your money. I'm poking it under the door. Let my kid out. Come on. He also boasts humour, cooking, restaurants, mountain biking, travel, Netflix, others gigs, walks, nice bars, pubs, vast knowledge of many topics, museums. Wow, he's got it all going on, hasn't he? I mean, how is he still single? Well, I mean, he says he's never single for long, and I can believe it. You know, and he's got a 12-track CD of his own songs to sell. Is he selling CDs? Is this what he's doing? Is he just like the natural evolution of the mixtape guys outside shopping malls? Like, bruv, do you like music? What sort of a question is that? Like, who doesn't like music? Yeah, I guess. You listen to this. No, please don't. Please. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, okay, it's grime, that's fine. It's not really my... No, yep, please go. I'm running. The natural evolution is... What he's done is he's gentrified the mixtape guys. He's now, well, it's sort of, that's what, I mean, Ed Sheeran started it. But yeah, he's basically, now he's just flogging mixtapes of his bloody acoustic guitar nonsense over Tinder and slinging dick at the same time. You know, you got to make a pound, you got to have a side hustle, haven't you? You got to make a pound note in this day and age. And I commend him for it. Yeah, he says he's better than Ed Sheeran. And who are we to doubt it? But he's... apologies. I think he's great. I want him on the show. No, I don't. I don't want anything to do with him. Rich, 31, school music teacher and pro singer, musician / guitar tutor who lives in Leeds. I've no interest in being a part of his life. I hope he finds love, though. I hope everyone finds love. You know, even real sods, as long as they find love with other real sods and don't sort of have to infect their soddiness onto the rest of the population. You know, the decent, honest, God-fearing types that listen to this show. Right, come on, more tunes, more shoe throws. Signal bit from last year. It's called Crushed, I presume. We've removed the vowels for comedic effect or something. What has happened to the camera angle? What? How did that happen? I must have kicked the table. Reminder to download the Threshold.fm app for iPhone or for Android. There are links in the YouTube video, there are links on the website, or just go to your app store of choice and type in Threshold. And that shit'll come right up. You can listen to the finest fucking shoe throwers on earth 24 hours a day. Yeah. Shout out Cursiva Music in the chat. A recent discoverer of the lobster ways. Joe, were you really up till 3 in the morning writing your personal statement for UCAS? Are you 16? What's going on? Yeah, no, I'm afraid I've got to take the extra class, just need the UCAS points. I'm doing a Duke of Edinburgh award. Joe, you're a grown-ass man. Although, can't fault you if you're actually going back to university. You know, go and get educated. That's a good idea. Do some book learning. You know, what are you going to go and do? Marxist theory or something? Feminist dance therapy? Who knows? You know, something that you can get a job at the end of. Right, come on, what have we got? Okay, green hummus, that's bad. That's probably racist. Okay, sex robots will be able to feel human touch with new technology. I'll do the jingle. Sex robot news, having sex with an inanimate object because you can't get a woman to fuck you. Sex robot news on Coffee and Memes, sponsored by the Incel Clown Posse. Right, the world of sex robots is moving up a gear as soon as the AI creations will be able to feel human touch, thanks to new smart skin technology. I'd like smart skin technology. That would be pretty cool. Well, we've heard that male sex bots with robotic penises are on the way. Unstoppable bionic penises, I'll have you know. They're just rampaging through the British countryside, fucking everything in sight. They're a menace. They need to be stopped, but they're unstoppable. An expert told The Sun Online that the Touch You smart skin will make sex between the doll and a human feel more natural. For who? The doll or the human? You know, because I don't see it as being very far away that we're going to be more pandering to the thoughts and worries and concerns of these sex robots than actual human beings. I mean, there was one where like they'd invented one where you could make it orgasm, and I don't know. I mean, some people would probably could raise a fairly decent argument that we should probably be closing the human orgasm gap before worrying about making inanimate objects orgasm. Anyway, this new innovation could be a huge game changer, not just for people who enjoy sex dolls, but also for couples in long-distance relationships, as it would provide a more immersive way for them to simulate each other's touch over the internet. Can you imagine, it's like, okay, so you got to pitch this to your missus. You're going off to work somewhere, or she's going off to work somewhere, long distance. Maybe it's a flight away, so you're not going to see each other for maybe a month at a time. I don't know. Maybe she's going off to fight in Iraq, and you're going off to, I don't know, do some nursing somewhere. That's, I'm flipping things on the head. And so you're like, oh, look, I guess we can do like the whole phone sex thing. We can do Skype now, that sort of stuff. And she's like, all right, yeah, no, that's cool. And yeah, fine, well, we'll just, absence makes the heart grow stronger, doesn't it? Yeah. So, it'd just be nice when we're back. Oh, actually, you know what? I've got an idea. How about this? Yeah, we each get a sex doll. And they've got this smart skin. Yeah. And so there'd be some sort of like, I touch it on, and then it touches you on the, and you just see like her eyes just sort of glaze over, like, what? Beg your pardon? Yeah, no, look, I'll get you a sex doll. Like, I think it would be a hard sell. I think it would be a very hard sell. Leonardo Gomez, who developed the Touch You technology, told the newspaper he believes it will make sexual interactions between humans and the dolls more real. At present, yeah, again, but for who? At present, even the most up-to-date sex dolls on the market are only receptive to touch in specific areas. For example, you guessed it, the genitals. The new smart skin technology is very similar to a laptop touchpad in the way it works. It has a lot of tiny sensors that detect the position of a person's touch. Force and pressure are also monitored, and it sends the information into a wireless Bluetooth device connected to the doll. Gomez from Brazil explains to The Sun Online, Harry, I explored the possibility of integrating a sensor with sex robots by attaching it to any part beneath the silicone skin in that lake. I was on a fucking mad one, and I thought it was a groovy fucking idea, like. The sensors can be designed to be attached to any surface curvature, and the number of sides of the electrodes, which are related to the sensor resolution and sensitivity, can easily be changed. By using the Touch You, a sex robot will be able to feel the touch in more details than the options available today and be more responsive to human interactions, like, and maybe get a couple of them down the grove and that, and when you go down there for a milkshake, compensate, you could have a little go on one and that, like. The sex robots in the market, as far as I know, are capable of measuring the force applied into specific parts of the body. neck, genitals, hips, and hand, but they are not capable of measuring the touch dynamically, and it may reduce its response. However, the sex robot, blah, 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 blah. However, the sex industry is one of the largest growing in the world, and according to Business Leader, is now worth £24 billion. Wow, what a time to be alive. Great news for sex robots. They're not going to miss out on the action. Jesus, some of the pictures in them, even the female ones are jacked. Jesus. I don't think I can actually put that. I think I might get pulled off YouTube for that picture. Anyway, trust me, they're thick and jacked. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, moving on. More sex news. Durex are recalling condoms in Canada as they don't pass durability tests. Bad news, eh? Durex are recalling batches of the Feel condoms. This seems to be an easy pair with those bloody touch me, bloody the machines that shag you. Condoms, they're recalling the condoms after the company found some weren't passing stringent shelf life durability tests. Oh dear. So if you're not getting laid very often, do check the use by date on your johnnies, because yeah. So if you're in the US or the UK, it's unlikely to worry you. But if you are in Canada and you're smoking a lot of the herb and then looking to get on the job, you might want to check them out. Again, not much more to that story. Just thought I'd let you know. It's sort of a public service announcement more than anything. So for all you Canadians out there, you know, you're sort of like diet Americans, aren't you? Yeah, America light. Just be careful when you're out slinging dick, man. Just be careful. You know, that's all I'm saying. Be careful. Right, look, what else we got in here? Feeling like another old classic. Feeling like an old classic. Era of diversion. Evil intent. More relevant now than I feel it ever has been.
Unmarked grave of discarded lies. We have everything under control.
This is Era Diversion by Evil Intent. Title track of their seminal album.
Destruction. 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 Destruction.
Propaganda and mum control. Ah, yes. Evil Intent there with a mid-noughties classic Era of Diversion featuring Big Georgie B. Anyway, Brit, who snorted cocaine off Pablo Escobar's grave, receives death threats. Yeah, that was going to go well, mate, wasn't it? Nice one. You fucking twit. Most people get banned from their local if they're found using drugs. Although, as we all know, many will turn a blind eye to it. Do we, Rebecca Shepherd of the Lad Bible? Do we all know that? But one bloke was kicked out of what is regularly dubbed one of the most dangerous places in the world after a prank, which he now says has landed him with death threats from criminal gangs. Yeah, I mean if you like, there are definitely like levels of death threats, aren't there? Like, if you get death threats from the vegans, you're probably all right. You get death threats from ISIS, you're in a spot. Death threats from like criminal gangs in Colombia, death threats from the narcos, man, you're in a rough fucking place, dude. What? He's done something foolish before. Why have they named him? They shouldn't be. Don't dox him, Lad Bible. Yep, it's the return of British tourist who snorted a line off Pablo Escobar's grave. He said it was meant as a mark of respect to the drug lord. The country didn't seem to take the same view. That is not surprising. The 35-year-old was kicked out of Colombia, leaving behind his girlfriend and kids, who now fear for their safety. Jesus, that's awful. I can't think of anything more terrifying. Since returning to Swansea back in April, he told the Mirror, "My mate asked me to do a line off Escobar's grave. It just went mad, and it just went mad. It was funny at the time, but I'm ashamed. Everybody says I was a disgrace and I was making the country look bad." Yeah, I mean, it is very foolish. It is. I don't. Yeah, I mean, you can see it, sort of see the appeal, but really, when you start to sort of dig down, start to unpack it all, it's just awful from every angle, isn't it? The president even mentioned me on TV. Fuck. And the police were worried for my safety. It was really scary. I regret doing it so much. People sent me death threats on Facebook. Yeah, fuck, this sounds just so terrifying. They said if they found me, they would skin me alive. I can't see my children, and that hurts. Stephen, who moved to the country in November after meeting a Colombian woman on holiday in Ibiza, is now sorry for what he did. He explained, I regret what I did so much, and I want to apologise to the people of Colombia. I was in a bar when the news flashed up on the TV of me doing the cocaine. All the locals were going crazy, so I joined in, slagging off the guy on TV because I didn't want them to know it was me. Oh, God, this just gets worse and worse. I went home, shaved to change my appearance, and went to the mountains outside Medellin to hide. As soon as I could, I went to Cartagena and hid. He says he travelled to the capital, Bogota, where police found him and handed him papers with a 5-year ban. He continued, I was taken to the airport and told not to come back. If I was banned, I would definitely have got. If I wasn't banned, I would definitely go back to see my children. But I knew when I got on the plane, I was lucky to be alive. According to the Mirror, Stephen is now planning to return to university with hopes of becoming a drug counsellor. Oh, well, every cloud, I guess, every cloud. Jesus, man. Is there... Can you think of a more terrifying group of people to be after you than the narcos? Don't know. I can't. I mean, yeah, ISIS, but... Anyway, answers on a postcard, usual address. What else we got? World's most identical twins want to get pregnant at the same time to the same man. Banging. Right, this is sort of every young boy's dream. I think every sort of teenage boy's dream. It's a sort of Austin Powers routine, isn't it? Identical twins go through life sharing a hell of a lot. The birthday, the looks, even the womb for 9 months. But it turns out that this pair of twin sisters from Australia share all that plus a boyfriend. I mean, I guess it makes life easier in terms of like not mistaking one for the other if you just go out both of them. 2 for the price of 1, I guess. Anna and Lucy Desinke, self-proclaimed to be the world's most identical, twins-identical. Is that a word? Twins-identical twins? Most identical twins. They're pretty fucking identical. I'll give him that. Come on, let's get a picture of them up. Yep, there they are. Geezer in the middle looks pretty pleased with himself, doesn't he? He looks kind of like he's wearing kind of like Mexican gangbanger fancy dress. Like maybe he's dressed up for... because presumably they're in Australia. He could be part of one of the gangs that's after that dude in Colombia. Where are we? Okay, everything's been above board for all involved. Anna and Lucy are both very in love with their shared boyfriend, Ben Bryn. The trio have been in a pretty unique situation since 2012, and 7 years on, they want to take things to the next level. Wow, they've strung that one out for... Wow, I'm impressed, guys. I think you're doing the Lord's work out there. Anna and Lucy both want to marry Ben, and not only do they want to tie the knot, they both want to have a baby with him at the same time. It'd be gutting if only one of them got pregnant. In an interview with Australia Today programme, the pair said they would like to both be pregnant with Ben's babies and give birth at the same time. This is where it gets a bit complicated. Children would be both half-siblings and cousins. Yeah? So would Ben be both the father of the children and uncle to them. Wow, burns your head out, doesn't it? Well, a little bit, yeah, but it's still okay, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Back in 2016, they said they both wanted to marry Ben. However, in Australia, it is illegal to be married to 2 people at once. Dun-dun-dun. Even for identical twins. Pfft, that's rough. So their plan for that is on the back burner unless there's a law change. But parenthood is very durable for the trio. During the interview, the girls admitted that it puts a lot on Ben's shoulders. Yeah, but you got more people to help out, haven't you? You know, because if you're just in a 2-person couple and you have kids and they turn out to be twins, and so there's 2 of them, then you've got 2 people to look after 2 people. But in this case, unless they both have twins, but in this case, if each of the twins just has 1 baby, then they have 3 people to look after 2, which is surely better, don't you think? They said, our mum's actually convincing us to go natural, give birth naturally, so I don't know how it's going to work because we need to get pregnant at the same time. I really want to know how their sex life works. Do they all share a bed? Do they split it up in terms of... They really are unbelievably identical. Yeah, come on. What are they? I hope he doesn't, favour one more than the other. Does he even know which one is which? I want to know. I want to see videos. I want to see diagrams. Please tell me the most intimate details about your life, guys. Guys, please. I want to see you in a sideshow. No. Anyway, look, I wish them the best of luck. I think that's a bit of fun, isn't it? I think that's light-hearted. It's good japes. I think it's fun. It's a modern family. What are you going to... I guess I'm covering polyamory in a positive light. Lily will be happy about that. What else have we got here? Apple not making butt plugs. That's fucking gutting, isn't it? Right, look, let's play another little jam. Play this Des Mac My Home bit. called Dopamine VIP. It's a nice bit of gear.
Existence could be beautiful or it could be ugly. That's
so hard like you ain't never asked yourself this before. I said,
Dopamine VIP, Des Mahoon on Santoku Records. That's a nice bit of gear, that. I'm a fan. I think he's a good boy. I think he's nice. I think he's nice. I think he's a nice boy. In today's installment of the Metro Taking Memes Literally, no, Apple is not releasing a subwoofer butt plug. It's a shame. It is a shame. I saw this meme going round. Someone has mocked up what looks to be a Apple branded butt plug to go with your AirPods. It says AirPods now with convenient concealed subwoofer. That's a bit fun. I think. And yeah, Jeff Parsons of the Metro reports by, basically posting tweets by people who've posted meme and saying, no, unsurprisingly, Apple are not making subwoofer butt plugs. I mean, I'd like to give one a go. I mean, imagine, hey, that's a present to gift to your loved one, isn't it? To give them a set of them, and then also fill their phone up with some I don't know, some trap beats that you've made. It's a very 808 kick heavy music that you've made. Yeah, love. Plug that in and have a go on my latest mixtape. That'll loosen you. Wow. Yeah, that Who Says Romance is Dead, eh? Come on. All right, we go over to our friends at the Smoking Gun, reporting on basically people in Florida attacking each other with food. Son arrested for pizza attack on his father. Cops said man angry victim. That doesn't make any sense. I'll just read the story. January 4th, a Florida man was arrested last night after allegedly plastering his father's face with pizza, an attack prompted by the accused man being mad his dad helped give birth to him. Okay. It's like the sort of like teenager style, I didn't ask to be born, sort of routine. I guess maybe. When police arrived Thursday evening at a residence in Holiday, a Tampa suburb, they encountered Robert Houston outside the home. Houston, 33, put his hands behind his back and said he knew he was going to jail. 25 to life. Asked why he should be locked up, Houston said he threw pizza at his dad's face, striking him with it due to being mad at his dad for having helped give birth to him. That is a really weird thing. I guess if you really hate being alive, and therefore, by consequence, hate your parents for, creating you, I guess that would be a reason to throw pizza in your dad's mush. It's a confusing time to be alive, 2019. But yeah, I guess I'm out here just raising awareness of pizza assault on parents, and I'd just like it to stop. Just no particular, just for reasons. Really, I think you should be thankful to your parents. All things considered. Under the majority of circumstances. And you're wasting good pizza as well. In fact, that's really the main issue I have with this. It's just a waste of good pizza. Maybe if it was a vegan pizza, I could understand. It probably is better off thrown than eaten. But hey. Right, look, to play us out, I'm going to have... Look, let's play this new dub physics bit. It's called Babalugats. And it's a nice bit. It's a nice bit. right, thank you for listening, y'all. I'll be back on later this afternoon with Ben Verse for a Rankin and Friends podcast. Be streaming that on the YouTubes and on Threshold.fm. So it just leaves me time to shout out the VIP list. This is a bunch of bad motherfuckers supporting this show and Threshold as a whole on Patreon. Helping us keep the lights on, helping me do this show every goddamn morning. Helping me entertain all you fine, decent, upstanding lobsters. If you want to get your name on this list, just head on over to Patreon. You can find a link in the YouTube video description. You can find a link at Support the Station on Threshold.fm. And it'll tell you everything you need to know. The list is Oliver Hooper, Nicholas Goncalves, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats Parsons, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matthew Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Jack Murphy, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Zara Pickle, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Anthony Walker, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, Andrew Heichelbech, John Finison, the BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief Coupar, Gennady Lightfield, Ryan Glaser, James Parry and Dave Thompson. If you don't want to support on Patreon, you can donate through PayPal. That's fine. That is totally fine. Or you could buy one of these fine Lobster Crew t-shirts. Lobster Crew in the motherfucking place. Just go to threshold.fm/store. And this and many other fine garments are available for your purchase. And finally, there are tickets on sale for the live event next week, 15th of Jan. Untangling Mental Health in Music, which will be me, a live podcast in Hoxton, at the Hoxton Bar and Kitchen, which is in trendy Shoreditch Town. And that will be me, Scientific, Tim Exile, and Ben Verse doing a live podcast in front of a live audience, live as it happens, as it takes place on the stage, talking about the issues facing people in the music industry in terms of mental health and trying to come up with some ways to mitigate against the negative aspects of the industry and just ways to fucking make people's lives better. Worth trying that. Might as well, I reckon, get the whole thing solved in 3 podcasts. Be fine. Don't worry about it. Job done. Sorted. Then I'm going to go on to solve world hunger. And then I'm going to sort out all that business. Israel-Palestine. I'll sort out all of that. Deal with the whole North Korea thing. Have a word with Putin. Sort this geezer out in America. You know the one. Gobby chap. You know, with the wall and stuff. Have a little word. Go out, sort that geezer in Brazil out. He seems like a wrong 'un. Get some fella in Italy. He's a twit. Yeah, I'll sort him out. It's gonna be Rankin's World Tour. And then we're gonna have the utopia. We're gonna have the futuristic sci-fi gay luxury communism. It's coming. It's gonna be lobster based. It'll be fine. There'll be jungle everywhere. There'll be partying in the streets. There'll be people who'll be smoking biftas the size of your mum. It will be happening. I can confirm. 2020. It's all kicking off. Right, look, thank you for listening, everyone. I will see you later on, basically. I'll see you either later on for the Ben Verse podcast, or I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for more of these coffee and memes. God bless you all. God bless you all.